Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning, sir and friend. So, first, I want to introduce my group. The first, SARIA MARASABESSY. The second, NOVIYANTI. The third, TIARA. The fourth, SITTI GHAMAMA. The fifth, FAJARIFON TASIJAWA. So, today we would like to present our project. Our project is about JHMA. Personal status, age 15 age. Scores overall, Hermes, self-made. Residence, Hangzhou, China. Citizen, China. Marital status, married. Education, Bachelor of Arts, Science, Hangzhou Teacher Institute. JHMA founder bought $20.7 billion. Real-time net worth, 17 in the world today. The material of JHMA. Who was JHMA? The ratification, carving up the company, antitrust penalties, closing mass human university. Who was Jack Ma? 1 year ago, Ma was the richest man in China. He was the creator of Alibaba, China's largest tech company, and the Ant Group, the largest features company in the world. His corporate empire had reached private sector superpower status on a par with the recent fan giant. Alibaba alone was worth more than any US company except for Apple, Amazon, and Google. Ma was also a worldwide celebrity, the most famous living Chinese person.
Thank you for the time, Ria. So I would like explain about the rectifications. They cancel a IPO the last minute closing of the Ant Group. Initial public offering was the opening shot, which I wrote about at some length last year. The offering would have set world record. In fact, Alibaba's IPO in 2014 had been the largest effort at that time, and was to have surpassed it by 40%. The size of the deal itself doesn't portray scale of the financial phenomenon the IPO had become by October 2020 through frenzy. The share price on the private market ran 50% ahead of the effective date, and the offering was said to have been 80 times fair subscribed. The Wall Street Journal called it a $3 trillion scramble.
Following the IPO core regulation began to the same way. A consumer financing version was set to be fastened with new partners. The counterpart opened into former separate financial holding company that will be subject to taking of capital requirement. I played two packs that closed over a door for big side packs or other into the frame. Nathan and Monday Market Fund. At Monday Market Fund was perhaps its most amazing and explosion story. Ancient 4 years the fund became briefly the Gatsby like Finland and JP Morgan and King banking executive around the world began to nod, and a sickness was thrown into refreshing anything freshened in the fish quad.
I will continue discussion from my friends. Antitrust penalties. In April, a record fine of US$2 was levied against Jack Ma's flagship Alibaba for antitrust violation. The dollar amount appeared for slimmer than the financial damage from the broken and IPO, and some observers dismissed it minor harassment. Chinese authorities have piled on other penalties which minor or tangential, but in context they display Beijing's unanimous event in petty matters. For example, the company highly popular internet browser number 2 in the Chinese market with over 400 million active users was deleted at Beijing insistence from the application store of most mobile and internet complaints in March. In April, Beijing announced an investigation into the dealings with the Shanghai Stock Exchange to obtain approval for the IPO.
Closing Mass Open University. Also in April, May West removed as president of Open University, the ultra-elite business school he founded and ended in 2015. The closest thing to this in the US is the Harvard Business School, and I wanted to go even further. It was grand vision. It was working. Open quickly became of China's most prestigious business school. We want Open to run for 200 years. Jack Ma. Government had said to Facebook, Mr. Zuckerberg, say hello to your new partner Bernie Madoff. Media reports portrayed this new deal as without an easing of tensions. Green light for Jack Ma, but the addition of Haorong feel like mockery, or even the contempt on the part of Beijing. Regular for Mr. Ma and what the rappers. It is at the very last message and a warning to the rest of the private sector. It is also another strategic blunder of China's part, but that is for future column.
Macam-macam conjunction. First, coordinate conjunction, cumulative conjunction, alternative conjunction, relative conjunction, adversative conjunction, and subordinate conjunction.
A. Cumulative conjunction, yaitu conjunction kata penghubung yang mempunyai fungsi menambahkan. Conjunction and arti dan. Conjunction and also arti dan juga. Conjunction also juga. Conjunction again alternative conjunction. yaitu conjunction kata penghubung yang mempunyai arti menunjukkan pilihan. Conjunction or arti atau, conjunction otherwise arti
Conjunction that, so, then, thus, according, because, for, since, because for, therefore, has, consequent, on that account, as a result, regression of, so that.
Adjective conjunction, yaitu conjunction atau kata penghubung yang mempunyai arti menunjukkan suatu pertentangan dari klausa atau kalimat yang disambungkan. Example, but, nevertheless, even though, however, while, although.
2. Subordinate conjunction, yaitu conjunction adalah kata penghubung yang memiliki dua fungsi menghubung dua hal yang tidak setara. Conjunction, kata penghubung ini menghubungkan antara main clause, induk kalimat, dan subclause, anak kalimat. Subordinating conjunction dapat menunjukkan arti yang berbeda-beda. Contohnya, waktu, tempat, syarat, maksud, hasil, perbandingan, dan pertentangan. Waktu itu sendiri, where, whereof, tempat, when, whenever, since, before, after, well. Syarat, if, unless. Maksud, that, so, that. Hasil, that, so, sign, because, as. Perbanding, as, er, then. Pertentangan, touch, all touch. Demikian pengertian contoh, macam, dan penjelasan mengenai conjunction dalam bahasa Inggris.
Conjunction, one of the most corrupt and financial circuit companies in of all China's. Alibaba alone was more than a US company, except for Apple, Amazon, and Google was also worldwide celebrity. The most famous living Chinese person, the central bank ordered and to form a separate financial holding company. They would be subject to the kind of companies requirements applied to banks that could open order for big state banks or at the times or government control entities to buy into the firm and will also be required to bring an informations manually endorsers and detail consumer data. It has collective decentral bank say the dollar main compare for Michael then defensive they make from the broken and IPO, and some of surface dismiss it, and who would ever have to fear about protecting fifth competitions dance from the companies. Chinese authorities have view on other penalties which minor or transaction, but in context a tips play. Billing animes even in P demo first after a vigorous 6 more selections exchange Jackmas. Hupan Yunis for CD and now the comments of its news student class while only to do fear. Share Chinese corporate exit to the among the school. Element how the forget is more famous for its powerful alumni that currently involves Chinese technology business managed to distance dissociate himself from the organization's better or worse that often may hex problem. It threatening to dance if Max is completely. One percentage says the company was create it as order one or the bands in the 90s and was swimming and plated mother water from that slur trafficking in bed loss.